We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway in Southern California.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 27, Herbert. He's got Allen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They snap it to Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
And that one complete downfield to Allen.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. Occasionally, you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Herbert off of play action. He finds his target, Allen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Play action. It's Herbert. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Hopkins' kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Jones able to find Golladay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Breida is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Jones. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after dropping so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Throwing Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Breida to get the third quarter started. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. Barkley, inside handoff. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jones. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They run for him with Breida. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him, but at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win the game anyway. Go get it, and they did.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Charger drive about to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murray used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down.
To throw is Jones.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Herbert.
And this is caught by Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Spiller.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Ball game comes to an end.